Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Subhadramai Jaya Sudarshana. Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari. The PowerPoint seems internet is not connecting, so I will try to switch between the tab and my laptop. First we can try. I'm not sure, my hotspot is not getting connected. Oh, this one. It's okay. Sorry for the inconvenience. That should be fine. So we are in the Canto 3. Swashanta Rupe Shvitarai Swarupair. Swashanta Rupe Shvitarai Swarupair. abhyardamanesvanukampitatma paravaresho mahadamshayukto hyajopi jato bhagavan yadagnihi स्वशांतरूपे श्वितरै स्वरूपैर् अभ्यर्थ्यमानेष्वनुकम्पितात्मा परावरेशो महदंशयुक्तो ह्यजोऽपि जातो भगवान् यथाग्निः स्वशांतरूपे श्वितरै स्वरूपैर् अभ्यर्थ्यमानेष्वनुकम्पितात्मा परावरेशो महदंशयुक्तो ह्यजोऽपि जातो भगवान् यथाग्निः स्वशांतरूपे श्वितरै स्वरूपैर् अभ्येष्वनुकम्पितात्मा परावरेशो महदंशयुक्तो स्वशांतरूपे श्वितरै स्वरूपे अभ्यर्थ्यमानेष्वनुकम्पितात्मा प्रशांतरूपे माताजी सर स्वशांतरूपे श्वितरै स्वरूपे What? Anyone else or I'll continue? You word to word me? This one? Okay. Word to word meaning? Swashanta Rupeshu. Unto the peaceful devotees of the Lord. Itaraihi. Others. Non-devotees. Swarupaihi. According to their own modes of nature. Abhyardhya maneshu. Being harassed by. Anukampitatma. The all-compassionate Lord. Paravara, spiritual and material. Ishaha, controller. Mahatamsha Yuktaha, accompanied by the plenary portion of Mahattattva. He, certainly, Ajaha, the unborn, Api, although, Jataha, is born, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Yatha, as if, Agnihi, the fire. Translation by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charana Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. The personality of Godhead, the all-compassionate controller of both spiritual and material creations, is unborn. But when there is a friction between His peaceful devotees and persons who are in the material modes of nature, He takes birth just like fire, accompanied by the Mahattattva. Purport. The devotees of the Lord are by nature peaceful because they have no material hankering. The created soul has no hankering, and therefore he has no lamentation. One who wants to possess also laments when he loses his possession. Devotees have no hankerings for material possessions and no hankerings for the spiritual salvation. They are situated in the transcendental loving service of the Lord as a matter of duty, and they do not mind where they are or how they have to act. Karmis, Jnanis and Yogis all hanker to possess some material or spiritual assets. Karmis want material possessions. Jnanis and Yogis want spiritual possessions. But devotees do not want any material or spiritual assets. They want only to serve the Lord anywhere in the material or spiritual worlds that the Lord desires, and the Lord is always specifically compassionate towards such devotees. The Karmis, Jnanis and Yogis have their particular mentalities in the modes of nature, and therefore they are called Itara or non-devotees. These Itaras, including even the Yogis, sometimes harass the devotees of the Lord. Durvasa Muni, a great yogi, harassed Maharaja Ambarisha because the latter was a great devotee of the Lord, and the great Prahlad Maharaj. There are many instances of such harassment of the peaceful devotees of the Lord, including even the Yogis, sometimes harass the devotees of the Lord. Durvasa Muni, a great yogi, harassed Maharaja Ambarisha because the latter was a great devotee of the Lord, and the great Prahlad Maharaj. There are many instances of such harassment of the peaceful devotees of the Lord by the Itaras. When such friction takes place, the Lord, out of His great compassion towards His pure devotees, appears in the person, accompanied by His plenary portions controlling the Mahattattva. The Lord is everywhere in both the material and spiritual domains, and He appears for the sake of His devotees when there is a friction between His devotees and the non-devotee. As electricity is generated by friction of matter anywhere and everywhere, the Lord, being all-pervading, appears because of the friction of devotees and non-devotees. When Lord Krishna appears on a mission, all His plenary portions accompany Him. When He appeared as the Son of, He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Some said He is an incarnation of Narayana, and others said He is the incarnation of Kshirodakashai Vishnu. But actually He is the original Supreme Personality of the Godhead, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, and Narayana. The Purushas and all other incarnations accompany Him to function as different parts of His pastimes. Mahadamsha Yuktaha indicates that He is accompanied by the Purushas who create the Mahattattva. It is confirmed in the Vedic hymns, Mahantam Vibhumatmanam. Lord Krishna appeared just like electricity when there was friction between Kamsa and Vasudeva and Ugrasena. Vasudeva and Ugrasena were the Lord's devotees, and Kamsa, a representative of the Karmis and Jnanis, was a non-devotee. Krishna, as he is compared to the sun. He first appeared from the ocean of the womb of Devaki, and gradually he satisfied the inhabitants of the places surrounding Mathura, just as the sun enlivens the lotus flower in the morning. After gradually rising to the meridian of Dwaraka, the Lord set like the sun, placing everything in darkness as described by Uddhava. So we'll do the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So before starting with the discussion, I request all of you pray for me, and so that the words which are coming out falls in the knowledge of our Guru Parampara, which is given by our beloved Srila Prabhupada and all the Vaishnavas. I request you pray for me. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Gauri Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. So, in this sloka, Swashanta Rupe Shvitaraha Swarupair. So, Krishna incarnates to this material world with the Swashanta Rupeshu, and to the peaceful devotees of the Lord. How he incarnates, there is clear information given by Srila Prabhupada, with his purport, and especially the qualities of the devotees. Okay, I just switch to this. Hopefully it will work, right? We have to switch. Okay, so first of all, Srila Prabhupada mentions about the devotees of the Lord are by nature peaceful because they have no material hankering. This is a kind of characteristics of the pure devotees, basically which are mentioned here. The devotees of the Lord are by nature peaceful because they have no material hankerings. The devotees, especially pure devotees, whatever they mentions over here is characteristics of the pure devotees, not generally we see with different dresses, dress colors we see outside the world, where there are many people who are roaming and saying that I am a great devotee, or I am a Baba or something like that. We see a lot of hoardings are appearing. So the real devotees, they never asks for material things from the Lord, right? So generally they don't go to the temples to ask for something, but outside for us almost all the time we learn, at least from the childhood we were, at least myself, I was grown up in such an environment where I see go to the temple and ask for something, God give me good marks in 10th class, give me something else, many people go with, lot of requirements and requests. I need nice wife, I need a nice car, nice building, right? But when we, get in touch with ISKCON, when we get in touch with Srila Prabhupada, and then only we can understand, no, we should not go to the temples to ask for something. We should not do the business with the God. What we have to do, we have to, request God for the service only. There is no material hankerings, at least whoever follows Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON, they never ask for anything, I think, Most of the people, most of the devotees are always in the mood of service mode. So there is no material hankerings of, when there is a pure devotee. And also no hankerings for the material possessions. Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki jai, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai Sudarshan ki jai, Gaur Nitai ki jai. So the pure devotee never asks for the possessions also. I need this property, that property. Sometimes when we are, even in the devotion, whenever we are dealing with the different things, there are a lot of things comes into the mind. Why don't we, start with a school? Why don't we, give good education to the children? And sometimes some people, even within the devotion, we come up with new plans and new things which we can, implement and do a lot of things. But if it goes into the business mode, then automatically what will happen? That breaks our devotion path. Sometimes I was asking Sachinanda Hariprabhu, why don't we start schools, so that we give this real education from the beginning of their childhood. But once we get into that, and there will be a lot of challenges, right? About the education with the current education system, which is coming from the society, the lot of pressure from the parents. Children's also are into a different situation. It's very difficult to manage such an organization, and it deviates us from the actual path, right? So when we think as a devotion, it's very difficult to go and do something on the material plane, right? So sometimes it gives an impression that it is a kind of school which is, run by the devotees, but at the same time there is a lot of pressure will be put on the education system. So that like that, whenever we are doing something on the devotional path, it is always better to be in the path of devotion rather than searching for the things which are, works. Gives an impression that is a devotion, but it leads us to the different path, and there is no hankerings for the spiritual salvation. Initially, when we get connected to the Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, when we are listening to the lectures of the senior devotees and the Guru Maharajas and so on, it is very difficult to digest. Even we should not ask for the moksha also, right? But that level of love towards Krishna is, it's very difficult. That is the reason we can call the pure devotee. Even he doesn't have any desire to get out of this, suffering. We know that Kunti Maharani was praying to Krishna, please give me more troubles and so that I can remember you all the time, right? She always, she was praying for that. Give me more troubles and so that I can remember you. But generally what we think, in the general society, if we go to God, that means we want some solution for the problems, right? But the pure devotee never ever asks for the spiritual salvation. That means even we don't expect any, pure devotees don't expect any salvation, any moksha kind of thing. What we need, ahaituki apratihata. There is a shloka in the Shikshastakam, right? Nadhanam najanam nasundarim kavitam va jagadisha kamaye mama janmani janmanishware bhavatat bhakti rahaitu kitvaye. Every day morning we read this Shikshastakam shloka. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after the birth. Is there any reason to love God? No. That is what, the real love, their devotion, spiritual path. Right? Causeless. Ahaituki tvai. There is no reason. Krishna, you are giving lot of wealth to me and that is the reason I am in love with you. Krishna, you are giving whatever I expect in my life and you are giving that to me and that is I am in love with you. There are a lot of people go to Tirupati and put a lot of money into the hundi and expects a lot of wealth in return. Right? It's a kind of business. There is a reason to love someone. That is non-devotees. But the devotees who are with a pure devotion, they even never expect anything. There is no expectation. There is no desire to love Krishna. Right? Ahaituki. And always situated in the transcendental loving in service of the Lord. We see already our TSP traveling Sankirtan party bus went. They are going to the villages and doing a lot of service and distributing the books every day. Without considering the winter situations or without considering the situations where they are going to stay back. Right? That is the situation, right? Maybe we will be doing some research where to stay and something like that, but at the same time we don't know where we are going to stay over the night. Just go and serve. What is that there? The motivation factor is only service. Are we really expecting anything out of that? No. We are just going there and we are distributing the books and we are doing a lot of programs and we are preaching and we are asking. Couple of days I went to Abbott's temple. One of the devotees sitting with one of the family and explaining and showing the Bhagavad Gita book, showing the pictures and explaining, please start reading it and you will get the benefit. But the intention of the devotee is only to get the people get connected to Krishna. Right? There is no other intentions, no other desires inside the heart also. It's only pure. That the person who is about to read the Gita, who is get connected to Gita, and they will transform their life and they will get connected to Krishna. Right? Ahaituki. There is no desire. Right? And these are the few, characteristics of the pure devotees. And also there is a mention in the shloka, right? Ajo, hyajopi jato bhagavan yathagnihi. Unborn. Krishna is unborn, right? So, advaitam achyutam anadi mananta rupam adhyam purana purusham navayavvanam cha vedeshu durlabam adurlabam atma bhaktau govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami. From Brahma Samhita 5.33. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is inaccessible to the Vedas but obtainable by pure unalloyed devotion of the soul, who is without a second, who is not subject to decay, is without a beginning, whose form is endless, who is the beginning and the eternal Purusha. Yet he is a person possessing the beauty of blooming youth. Achyutam. He never, he is infallible, right? He is never fallible. So such is a great personality, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, and which is, Brahma was praying to Krishna by saying these words, Advaitam, Achyutam, Anadi, Mananta Rupam. So he is unborn. And there is mention about the jnanis and karmis and yogis, right? Karmis want material. There is a difference between the pure devotees and the karmis and jnanis and yogis. Most of the people, whenever they read Bhagavad Gita, and some of the people will get attracted towards the karma yoga, and sometimes some of the people may get attracted towards the jnana yoga, right? And they will, Krishna as he is compared to the sun. He first appeared from the ocean of the womb of the Devaki, and gradually he satisfied the inhabitants of the places surrounding by Madura, just as the sun enlivens to the lotus flower in the morning. After gradually rising to the meridian of Dwaraka, the Lord set like the sun, placing everything in the darkness as described by Uddhava. So Uddhava was explaining this, like Krishna appeared in the womb of Devaki as a sun, rises in the east. And also he was, he satisfied the inhabitants of the Madhura and Vrindavan, like that. And after that, he just set like the sun, placing everything in the darkness as described by Uddhava. So like that, this shloka is giving, lot of information how Krishna is, he is unborn. And also there is a mention, Etejam Shakala Pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So he is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, I will stop here. Any points or questions to be mentioned? Yes, Prabhuji. I didn't hear you, Prabhu. Mic is there. Can you bit loudly, sir? Control of Mahatattva. So, Mahatattva, as it is, might be, Sachinanda Hariprabhu can. So, actually, as it is mentioned, he incarnates along with all the other, plenary expansions. When Krishna appears into this material world, he asks all the other, demigods to appear in the Yadu dynasty and Vrishti dynasty and something like that, right? So whenever he wants to come to this material world, he come along with all other plenary portions, and so that he can do all the leelas and kill the demons and do pastimes in the material world. So that is the mention over here, reference to the Mahatattva. Okay, Prabhuji? Yeah. No, that is a kind of normal case, like when Lord is appeared here, all the stars and everything comes into auspicious position. That is one case. But God is appeared here, and automatically all his plenary expansions. For example, when Krishna is appearing into this earth, before that Balaram is also appeared, right? It's all his plenary expansions. Everyone comes to one of the other places, and they helps Krishna to do the pastime. That is a Mahatattva. It is mentioned here actually. Okay, Prabhuji. Okay. Grantaraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.